Hello YouTube and welcome to another Rclone tutorial. So in this video I'm gonna show you how to log the transfers of files, okay, and also how to verify and check them. So are you ready? Let's get started. So we're gonna use our command line prompt in order to do that, okay. So first of all, let me actually check my config file using the command rclone config, as you have seen on the others videos. So here I have actually two remotes, B2, which is a simple remote on the Backblaze B2 Cloud Storage, and another one encrypted B2, okay. So here I'm gonna just use actually the B2 Cloud Storage, okay. So let's say that, for example, here I want to transfer some files over this B2, which has actually many buckets. So I will use any bucket here, okay. And let's say that I want to log this transfer to a file so I can view that ulteriorly, okay. So simply let's use the command rclone actually copy commands, very simple. So here I have actually a file or folder called demo, okay, on my desktop folder here, and I'm gonna transfer that to the remote called B2 and into actually a bucket called aminos ninatos, okay. So this is the name of my bucket, okay. So till here everything is simple. It's gonna copy this demo folder, which contains a bunch of files, to another actually bucket called aminos ninatos. But as I told you, I want to log files, so I want to use here the option log file equal. So here I have to give it the name of the log file that will be stored on the same directory, which is in this case desktop. So let's just call it, for example, rclone log, rclone dot log actually, okay, simple as that. So actually here I have not specified this equal sign, so I'm gonna just make it like this, log file. So the name of my log file is rclone.log, okay. And also I have to specify the log level, okay. So log level, so in this case that will be just some info level here, okay. So simple as that. So I can here add, for example, the progress parameter in order to see that live and progress, okay. So this is our command. The most important thing here are the two options, log file, and we specify the name of my log file actually, and also the log level, which in this case is info. So let's launch this command and see what we get. Okay, so it transferring actually here some files. So here we have 9 files, okay. So the complete has been finished, and hopefully now on our desktop folder we're gonna actually get a file called rclone.log, okay. So let me open this file here on my folder, on my desktop actually folder, and see what is inside. So let me here open my notepad editor. So as you can see here we have the date of transfer, the time of transfer, okay, and as we specified log level of info, it gets me some information about the file. So here we have, as you can see here, transferred 9 files actually, okay, and they are both new copied, okay. So this is a log file that was generated automatically by using the rclone command. Okay, so that was very easy. So now let's just say that we want actually to compare what is on that folder called demo and what is inside this bucket called aminos ninatos, okay. So I'll use the same command, but here I get rid of this option for login, okay. And I will simply actually replace this command copy by the command check. So here it will check the files contained in this folder demo against what is on this bucket called aminos ninatos. So let's execute this command and see what we get. So here I have a bunch of errors. So those errors means that this file doesn't exist actually on our local folder but exists on the cloud. So here I have a lot of errors. So for example, this OpenClaw file here, file not in local file, so it doesn't actually belong to our local folder, but it exists on the cloud storage. Okay, so here we have summary. So we have 78 differences found, we have 78 error while checking, and we have 9 matching files. So those 9 matching files are the files that exist on our local folder and also on our bucket. Okay, you can even create a report file if you want. So I will use the same command here, but I will add at the end this option here, combined check.txt. So it will create actually a file called check.txt, and it will report for us all what has found between the source and the destination. Okay, so let me open this file check.txt. Okay, so here we go. So this is our file check.txt. So here you can see a bunch of file names. Okay, but they are preceded with the sign. So there is a minus sign, as you can see here, and there is the equal sign also here. So if you see the minus, it means the minus sign, it means that this file exists on the destination, which is in our case the cloud storage, but it doesn't exist on the source, which is our local desktop folder. Okay, so here you can see all these files that are preceded with the minus. It means that they exist only on the cloud, on our Backblaze B2 Cloud Storage. Okay, so it is a lot. So there is actually a folder called notes, and inside it there is a bunch of files. But here the files with equal sign means that they exist actually on our demo file and also on the cloud. Okay, and we can also modify some files and get here also a result. So here let's actually for example delete a file from our source. Okay, in order to see, or actually just to modify it actually. Okay, so this is our demo folder here, as you can see. Okay, so this is our demo file. So I will try, for example, to modify this file here, viewer.py, which is a Python file. So I will edit it just with Notepad. So I will try, for example, just to replace this line here, and maybe also to replace this line here. Okay, so the file size has been modified. So let's see now if it can, Rclone command will detect this change. So I will use the same command. Okay, here we go. So it has found something. Okay, so let's open our notepad file here. Okay, so this is our check.txt file. So now you will notice another sign has been appeared with asterisk for this file that we have modified, which is viewer.py. Okay, so indeed we have changed something on this file. So actually the size of this file has been changed. That's why now it has shown me an asterisk, which means there is a difference between the source and the destination. Okay, so this is very important note also to take. So whenever you see an asterisk, the file exists both on the source and the destination, but there is a difference in size, for example. Okay, so that was just a brief video to show you how to log files first that you transfer from the source to the destination, and in the second part we discussed the command check, which allows you to check files between source and the destination. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends and make a comment or like for the video. And as always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.